morning, Prabhat sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
हो गया हो गया बेटा.
Okay, teachers. Now, I hope most of you have joined in. So, and I'm audible to everyone. I hope. Now I'm going to mute everyone, and one request is there that all of you during the session you must type your name and school's name for your attendance, because it will not be possible for me to who has given or written their name or not to check during the session. So that is one thing. Now before moving on, I would like you all to just see. I'm going to share a screen for you people, and I'm going to mute everyone, so please don't try to unmute yourself during the session. If I allow, then please do, then only you can do that. So before introducing my topic, I would like you to just thank our director, Dr. Nisha Patient, DAV and our worthy principal, Mrs. Jaya Bhardwaj, to giving us which gave us a chance to organize this workshop. And as I'm also taking workshop of science, so one session is given to me for the maths workshop also. So now just for few seconds, just close your eyes, and I'm going to start with the Gayatri Mantra.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः
So now today's session. Now I'm according to the needs which were sent to us by various school teachers, especially in maths and science. So we have selected few of these, and one of the need was that how to make our teaching more effective during the online classes. The biggest problem which we face during online classes is that if you are using your mobile, then either you have to keep mobile towards your face when you are talking to the other, or you have to keep your mobile's camera towards the board or the notebook which you are using to solve the questions or to show anything which you want to show to the students. And it's very difficult to keep the camera also fixed at one place, because when you are using mobile, again and again you have to shift the camera towards the board or something like that. And one more limitation of using mobile camera is that once you start your session and you have focused the camera onto the board, the problem is what is going on beyond on the screen, you may not be able to see that easily. So it will be just like a one-to-one interaction where one is speaking and others are listening. But in maths teaching, it is quite difficult. So some of the teachers, they start recording the sessions and then send the videos through WhatsApp or through various means. But there are few options which you all can use. The best one is that whenever you try to take class, it's better to use laptop rather than using mobile. So many of the teachers these days, they do have mobile and they do have laptops or the desktop in their homes, so they can use those for teaching purpose. And then your mobile will be free for you to use that as a camera also. Like at present, if you see me on screen, it's better in quality also, and I can focus this camera onto the board also if I want to. But whereas my desktop camera is this type, if you see, I'll just shift the camera immediately with a click. This is my webcam which I am using from the mobile, and this is the camera which I am using, which is of the mobile. So both are facing towards me, but I am using a stand also, so that is why we can use that stand to focus the camera of mobile onto the screen or the notebook or the board, so you need not to worry what is going on the mobile. So during the Zoom class or live class, you are visible on the laptop screen also, and the quality also improves. So this is what I am doing while teaching maths especially. Now this helps in making it more effective, because the one who is attending your class, if they are not able to see what is going on screen clearly, then they lose their interest. So first of all, you need to have these kind of arrangements. So I searched on internet, and there is some hit and trial which I did on my own, and I came out with this idea that why not use two cameras. One, if I want to talk to the students one-on-one, then I use the webcam of my laptop. At the same time, the other camera is focused onto the board, and I can use that camera immediately without moving the mobile. It is already focused onto the notebook or whatever board you want to show to the students. And the third thing is the best thing: share the screen. If you are using internet also, then you can share your screen also, which I will be doing here today also. But the main purpose of this session is to give you some you can say mathematical tools, address of websites, or I'll show you some activities, because it is easy to write and speak and students can easily listen. But the only problem which we face is that when it is time to show something which is more interactive, or some activities which students generally do in their lab manual by paper cutting method or something like that. Now these days students were not even able to buy their notebooks or books or lab manuals also. So I tried to find out some ways that how I can show the activity without using the camera, just the interactive tools which are available on internet, though you all might be using, some of you might well be using all these already, but I'm not aware who are using. But let me share some of my experiences and those which I use to explain certain concepts to my students. But most of the tools which are available on internet are basically to teach geometry, whereas other tools where you need to teach arithmetic or the solution of linear equation, etc., that you can do just by the same method which I am doing. I focus the camera of my mobile onto a board which is placed very close to it, fixed on a stand, so there is no movement of camera, everything is visible very clearly, and I can do whatever on the board and students can see it just like they are looking at a blackboard. So one of the method is that using the websites, another are using certain you can say PowerPoint presentations, which are very common among the students, that they among teachers basically, that is using a PowerPoint presentation. Now first of all, what are online tools for teaching? Online tools are different websites, interactive applications, applets. These are Java applets or HTML applets, which makes teaching of different concepts of subject more interesting and effective. Now, the different online tools which are available for teaching purpose are: number one are the websites, number two is HTML5 application, which is more recent. Then third is Java applets. I'll explain what are Java applets and HTML5 application during the session. Then there are certain videos which are already available on internet through YouTube or various other platforms. They provide videos. Then there are PowerPoint presentation. For that you need to be ready with your PowerPoint presentation in advance. So you have to prepare PowerPoint presentation. So I will start first of all with the PowerPoint presentation, that how to show some 3D objects to the students through a PowerPoint presentation. There are some tools in the PowerPoint which you can use these days to design some of the 3D objects, like different objects, because if you either you have to take these objects to your class, like the one which we do, like to show what is cuboid, what is sphere, what are the other different cone, etc. So then in our school we do take these tools or objects in our class and show it to the students. But here during online class, how to show it? So one of the method is design it in PowerPoint and then show it to the students. So now I'm going to show it like a few of these I have designed here. These are not just showing, they are basically, you can show it from different angles. These are like this. If you see, these are you can turn to any face like this, and student can easily see what is a cuboid, like this. So it is just like holding something in your hand and you are turning it. Similarly, if you want to show a solid cylinder, this is solid cylinder, this is upper face of the cylinder, this is the lower face of cylinder, so you can show it like this. Then a hollow cylinder, so hollow cylinder looks like this from the top, or it looks like this from the bottom. So these are some of the, this is what is a cone. So if you look it from the side on, it looks like this, but if you see it by turning it slightly, this is the base of the cone, and then this is how it looks when you move it around, and then this is how when it is inverted. So these are different shapes which are three-dimensional shapes. So even if you say this is cone and you draw it on two-dimensional surface, it's difficult for the students to visualize sometimes. So not everyone will be able to visualize, but if you show it like this, then it's very clear to the student that what exactly are these shapes and how they look. Then they can even make such shapes in their home. Now that was about the, and this is another, this is hemisphere. So this is how it looks from the bottom. So if you turn it upside down, then it looks like this. This is a solid hemisphere. So these are some of the shapes which I wanted you to see. Now I will share some websites with you and show one or two activities which you can do through those websites live or during the class also. So I'm going to share the website. So first of all, this is one of very popular among the teachers, and that is the website's name is geogebra.org. Though it has many of these concepts which are for higher classes, but some of these we can use for junior classes also with simple activities like what is area of a circle. Now if you see this one, let me just reduce it. Now if you see, this is the one of the activity to find the area of circle by peeling method. So if I start the show by clicking here, now if you keep cutting the circle and opening it or peeling it away, then you see this is going to form a triangle. Now that means area of circle is equal to area of this triangle formed, so which is equal to half of base. Now what is base? Basically it is a circumference of the circle into height, which is the radius of the circle. So half 2 pi into r, which means pi r square. So that is how we can explain it to the students, that this is how we this is what is area of circle by activity method. There are few other activities. If you see, this is the interface of the website. You can show various kind of activities for the students. There are three-dimensional objects also, like what are sections of cylinder, and this website basically has their app also. So you can download the app, install it in your mobile or in your laptop also, and use that for various purposes. Like I already have that app installed in my laptop, and I can use that also for drawing various figures also. I'll show you how to use that also. Now here if I show you what is surface area and volume of cross section of this is now this is not in the form of basically an activity. It is having the animations available for us. So there are different which are written with the activity. If it is written with the activity here, then you can use that for explanation, like surface area of the cube or cuboid. This one is how to find the surface area of it. Now this is a cuboid whose length is say now if you see this one, its length is equal to 6 centimeter, so 6 units, width 4 units, and height 5 units. So if we start now if we want to show what is the area, surface area of this cuboid, now what we have to do is we have to just first open it like this. Now this is going to open in this way. Now if you count all these squares in this, the area of each square is the surface area of this cuboid. So you can even turn these in different directions like this if you feel problem. You can even make it full screen also like this. And this is if you count all the boxes here, they are all squares. So the number of squares is the area of this cuboid. So this is one activity which is available here online. You can conduct it. There are many such activities which are available on this website. Now then there are few other websites. Now I'm going to share one very useful which is more for the Indian students and Indian teachers, and that is online labs, which means OLabs. This is actually a combined you can say venture of a foundation called Amrita Vishwa Foundation and CDAC, which is one of the government's agency. Now here there are so many different type of activities available for class 10 and class 9, for maths, science also. So I am just showing you for the time being for maths, but there are different available for science also. So more it is for the science because it is easy for designing to design science activities. So I am going to show you one very simple activity. What is the surface area of cylinder? by the time I welcome our worthy principal to the session. Welcome, ma'am. Now see, there are various options available for calculating surface area of cylinder. Theory is there, how to find, then procedure, then there is animation, but I will be using this simulator. Simulator actually helps you to show the activity or an interactive activity. So every process is explained here. So if I press this start button here, you can see every instruction is given on the left hand side. This is very interesting for students. So here the height of and radius of the cylinder, you can fill whatever radius you want. So I am taking 10 units, and height you can take between 15 to 35. So like here I am taking 20. So now first I will draw a cylinder. This is the cylinder. Now if I click onto the top of this cylinder, so the top opens. Similarly, if I click onto the cylinder by just turning it slightly, so you will see that this opens like this. Now what is the surface area of the cylinder? It is equal to the base and top of the cylinder are congruent regions. So if you press next, it will actually explain. I will restart the activity because of this certain internet issue. I think it doesn't work. Now see, first I will draw a cylinder. This is the cylinder. Now I'll click onto it. So open, first it opens. Now the top is removed. Now the bottom is also removed. After that, if I click onto the cylinder, it will just cut and open and flatten out. Now base and top of the cylinder are congruent circular region, means they are equal in area and radius. The curved surface area of cylinder opens to form a rectangular region, and the breadth of rectangle is the height of cylinder, and length is the circumference of the cylinder. So what is the surface area of a cylinder then? If we go with that, what is the surface area? It is 2 pi RH. Now that is what is 2 pi r is the length and height is h, so it is length into breadth. So that is the surface area of cylinder. Similarly, there are few more activities I am going to show you. One is how to, in class 9 there are very interesting activities like area of a triangle. Again I am using the simulator. First I'll draw a triangle. So this is the triangle with all four sides equal to 4. Now I will draw its height by taking this set square from the left hand side. So it is going to draw the figure here like this. Now it has height and the base with it. Wait. Actually there was some issue with the display, so I'm going to share it again. So let me try some other activity instead of this, because I actually changed the resolution of my display. So because of that there was some problem. So I'll show you some other activity. Say for example, area of a circle. These are some of those which we do in our class, but when you want to show it on the screen, then it is a problem. So what I am doing is trying to show you some of these activities. So I am going to take a circle like this. So now every instruction is given. We will now divide the circle into 16 equal parts. So these are the 16 parts. Now move. So all these 16 parts are now arranged in a particular row. Now if I just press the next button, now there are two different colored groups. So if I just turn it, press onto it, the blue will just come right over the top, and if I drag it onto this green colored triangles parts, then it shows a kind of parallelogram. So this, area of a parallelogram, what is area of parallelogram? It is the length into height. So that will give us the area of the circle also. Now if you see, it is like a rectangle. If I just show, then it is length is 2 pi r and height is r. So what is the area of rectangle formed? Area of given circle, it is equal to area of given circle. So area of circle is equal to pi r square. That is area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Length is half of the circumference into radius, which is the height in this case. So it comes out to be pi r square. So these are some of the activity. One more website is available which you can use, that is called Walter Fant's website. The Walter Fant actually has some of the activities visible on it. Let me show you one of that. This is the website, though it is not Indian, but some of the concepts you can use, like angles at parallel lines, sum of angles in a triangle, like if I show you, this is quite interactive. If you want to show what are alternate angles, what are the corresponding angles, etc., then you can use this website for this purpose. See here, if I just hold this and move it, you can change the angles accordingly. And if you want to show different angle, like at present it is showing corresponding angles. Now if I press here alternate angles, then it will show alternate angle, this angle and this angle. So if you want to show the co-interior angles, then these are the co-interior angles. You can also show the pair of all corresponding angles, like this is one pair. Now second pair is this and this angle. Third pair, this and this angle. And fourth pair, this and this angle. So in this way you can show it also. So there are few other activities also available on this. Some of the angles in a triangle also. This is one. See, there are different, you have to just explore for a day or two to which activities you can show to the student which are relevant to the students. There are very few tools available on the website, but the best one which I feel are the online labs for school, and the other one is the GeoGebra, because GeoGebra is that which has from junior classes to higher classes everything, but olabs.edu.in has more relevant activities related to class 10 and class 9. So even like in class 10 there is AP, then angle in same segment we can show, like this is an activity you can easily show to the students. Teachers, please let me know if it is clearly visible to you. If it is not, then also.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Okay. So if we draw a circle like this, then angle in segment, I will take 2 points, one here and another here. Now there is a chord which divides the circle into two parts. Now I will take in 2 points in one of the segment. This is the larger segment, so I am taking point P here. So this is one angle APB. Now I am taking another here. This is AQB. Now if you want to show whether they are equal or not, then what we have to do, now I will click on this angle here. So this will turn slightly. Now I will take this and will try to put it right over the other angle, which is AQB, like this. Yes, Rajni Kaushal ma'am, you want to ask something?
It is by chance, sir. It is by mistaken. No,
Okay,
no.
okay, ma'am. So if you see in this figure, the angle APB is overlapping and it is covering the angle AQB completely. This shows that angle APB is equal to angle AQB, which means that angles in same segment are always equal to each other. So this is very interesting tool. You can use this for geometry purpose specifically. I am just saying this because for other topic it's quite difficult, but at least some of the topics, because in class 9 geometry is quite vast, so you can use any of these there also. You can show area of parallelogram. Midpoint theorem is also available. You can show it with the help of activity there. So that is one thing. Then even there are some solving of simultaneous equations, that is in class 10, though it is given in class 9, but it is in class 10. You can that is system of equations, even that can be solved. So there are various activities which you can search on internet, but what I found are, there is one more website which I would like to share with you, that is PHET Interactive Simulations. Though it doesn't have that many maths activities, but few of these are there, but mostly it is for science. So I hope some of these you can use during your teaching, which helps to create some interest. Someday you can keep just one session for the activities only. That will help you to understand, to create interest among the students, that sometimes they get bored when the teacher only is speaking. So if you show such kind of activities on these through internet onto your screen, you can easily create a lot of interest among the students. Now see, our aim is not just to speak only when we want to teach during the online classes. And I know this is a difficult time for all of us, and we all are exploring various methods but to make our teaching more interesting. Our aim is that students should get maximum out of what we are trying to say and which we are trying to teach. If suppose the students are not actually able to understand what we are trying to teach, then the whole time which we have spent for teaching will become zero almost. So I would like you to just incorporate one or two activities after every 1 or 2 days of the class during your teaching. That helps in keeping students interested in the teaching, because they know that teacher is going to show some more things. You can use some applications. You can install it even in mobile. Those who are using mobile to teach, they can even use mobile, install that GeoGebra app. In that you can even draw various figures in that. I would have liked you to see that how to use GeoGebra, because it is very interesting, because it has all the tools, like it has graph over it, you can draw lines over it, you can draw tangents to the circle very easily, and it's very interactive app. So geogebra.org is the website, and you can use that to download the web app. 3D, 2D, all kind of things are there, but you have to do some trials over it before becoming familiar to it. Now I am sharing the link for the feedback. here. And this is what is my experience, and I shared it with you people so that you also can get some benefit out of it. If somebody has any questions, they can put it in the chat box, or they can see it. I'm going to allow everyone to unmute themselves. If anybody wants to ask something, they can ask now. From my side, I have given you whatever I could have. So anybody who has any doubt, they can just ask questions. And do fill the feedback pro forma, whatever you felt about the session. Yes, teachers, you can unmute yourself. If you want to ask something, you can ask. I thank you, our principal ma'am, for giving such a good message to me. So if she is still there, I still now I have unmuted everyone. So if anybody wants to ask anything, or if ma'am want to say something, she can also say. Yes, teachers, do you have any doubts? Anybody, you can ask anytime. I'm there. If somebody has other, they can talk to me personally also. If somebody has my you can say link, because earlier also some of you may have attended certain workshops, but first time I'm taking this maths workshop. So if you want to have any information about certain other things also, like if you want to ask something about the settings and all that, I can give you information about that also. You are all
Good morning,
welcome.
sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you please share the link again? I was not able to open
Yes, ma'am. Please, can you speak loudly?
it. Please share the link again, sir.
Sir, would you?
Ma'am, can you link you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sending it again. So is it visible? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Somebody raised hand.
It is already there, sir. I don't know how to remove it now. I just want your mobile number, sir. Can you give me your mobile number?
Okay, if you want, I can give you my mobile. My mobile number is 94
Yes, sir.
633
Yes, sir.
49 323.
Sweet. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, if you
We are meeting
anybody.
you for the first time, sir. We are
Yes.
meeting you for the first time.
Yes, ma'am, because I was actually I'm busy. I'm a science mentor and master trainer for science. So this
Okay.
time only, first time I'm taking maths, you can say workshop. So I hope next time also we'll see to some, because one session is given to me for this. So thank
It's
you all
really
for
nice
this.
session. It's really a nice session.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you all